Hello, hello, and welcome to the stream. My name is JD Grousmitz, the lead singer and streaming talent of Malignant Bear, and we are live tonight in the ocean. We're swimming. Today we are celebrating World Water Day. As the video description states, this is a United Nations designated holiday that is supposed to bring awareness to issues of potable water for both humans and livestock around the world. Potable being drinkable, usable water. So basically, just preventing water crises around the planet, which is a very good cause. Certainly an important cause. But that's a little hard to celebrate. So we figured, let's play a game about swimming. And I looked through my Steam library, and I found this. This is yet another one of those games that I have no idea why I have this, or when I got it, or anything like that. I just know it's a game about diving. It's made by a bunch of the devs who worked on Journey, the famous PS3 game. It's been ported other places since then. So this is a short, cinematic, artsy game. I especially knew it was artsy because this game was nominated for a BAFTA, and they show it prominently on the store page. So that either meant this was probably a very good game or a very artsy game. And as soon as you load in, you know it's an artsy game. But yeah, we're going to do this all in one sitting. Takes roughly 3 hours from what I've read. So this will be a slightly longer stream, which is fine because Wednesday will probably be a slightly shorter stream. We're going to play Monster Prom. And, it's a fairly short game. But yeah, let's jump right in, literally, to the ocean. Here's Abzu. Here's the drop bear, in fact. Here's Abzu. Before we jump into the game itself, just to demonstrate the options menu. Oh, okay, it is doing 1440p now. Before, when I loaded this up the first time, it only did 1080p. So that's good. I obviously played around a little bit just to make sure that it worked. So we're gonna do a new game. See how this is. I might have to tab out and mess with the audio. As you saw, there's no audio options in the menu here. And yeah. Again, this game is atmospheric. This is artsy. So I want. It should be fine. Okay. I was gonna say I don't know how much I'll be talking during this. Obviously, I'll be acknowledging things as they're happening and all that. But for the most part, this is supposed to be kind of a quiet, contemplative game, which I think is totally fine. Given that last week we finished Hollow Knight, and what else? Week before that we did Shantae, and I finished Neo off stream. Yeah, so something nice and relaxing could be good. See if this ends up being a feels trip, as Journey was. Possibly. Find out. I believe that is us. I mean, who else could it be? Pardon me. Okay. Right stick to dive. Right. Second here. Swim pitch is inverted. No, we want that normal. Yeah, the game starts out everything inverted, which sort of makes sense. But I don't know, it kind of messes with me a little bit. So it's a fairly linear game, from everything I've heard. Gorgeous, though. This is an Unreal Engine game, Unreal Engine 3, I believe. And they went for artsy, like an artsy realistic style. Now I'm kind of screwed up that the camera's not inverted. A large fish. It's a Goliath grouper. I was gonna say it looks like a grouper. I don't know a whole lot about the ocean. As I mentioned in the description and on Twitter, I've never dived before. Dove, I guess. Not a fan of swimming in general. The ocean kind of creeps me out a little bit. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. It's a powerful force that's a location we are not meant to be. Okay, now this is... okay, a swim pitch makes sense inverted. Camera... less so. No, now I can't... yeah. Let's hitch another ride, see where it takes us. If it just takes us back here. This beautiful kelp forest. Ooh. It's eating. Okay. Full physics engine here. What is that? Other way, other way, other way. Some sort of drone. Okay. Seems to want to follow us now. It's okay. Swim through the school of fish. Don't tell me what they are. It's the view button to meditate. I don't... Which one is that? What's the view button? It's not that. Okay. Well, okay. We'll go with this. Yeah, this seems right. There's another one. That there's some starfish going around here. Looks like some coral up ahead. They're going to cut through it, yes. Well, I don't know if that was a good thing or not. Before we move on, let's make sure we've got everything here. There's a seahorse over there. Can't interact with it in any way. A seashell. Alright. Want to look for anything else here, see if there's another drone or something. If that's where we came in, yes. Let's check over here, yeah. Hope this is fine, audio balance-wise. Again, there not being any options in-game is a little frustrating. But given that this is meant to be a short artistic experience, I can understand it. I just want people to jump in and do this. Similar to Journey, this is probably not a game that's actually meant to be streamed. You're meant to experience this. Leopard shark. Oh. Okay. Couple of those. Eating all the fish now. Destroyed the balance of this ecosystem. So I better leave. Oh. It's a great white shark. Came from over there. There's nothing else over there. Or there. Let's follow it. I'm sure this can't backfire on us. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm breathing. I don't have a tank or anything. It's generous with the usability range on things, which is nice, because depth perception down here is a little tricky. I think that's part of the reason I'm not super fond of the ocean. Kind of hard to tell what's going on. Somewhat of a reoccurring theme. I've mentioned depth perception and other things as well. You'd never know it, but I have 20/20 vision. I used to actually play goalie in hockey. Never said I was good at it, but those require some depth perception. What is this? Sure, why not? Oh, what is... Oh my goodness. Okay. Swim down? I feel like I want to avoid that. That looks bad. I want to swim close to these lights, though. It's bioluminescence. It's beautiful. What just happened? Oh. Okay. Water underwater now. Alright, I guess that was something we had to do. Made it less spooky down here. Stingrays. Can I ride one? Sure can. Manta ray, my apologies. This game is gorgeous. Style will always trump fidelity, in my opinion. It's a game you could scale up or down any resolution, and based on the style, it would still look just fantastic. The sound design helps a lot too. This is okay. I think this game, I read it was based on Sumerian myth, I think, which I'm not familiar with. This guy have little cat ears. That's the twist. They were cat girl the whole time. Elon Musk made this game. keep forgetting that the boost is a thing. Oh! Small amount of concern there from my drones and from myself. Ah, yes, a Stargate, of course. Why wouldn't there be one? Sure hope I don't need the drones anymore. It's like an underwater current here. It is a thing, by the way. A friend of mine and a fellow streamer is actually a marine biologist. I'm sure she could tell me all about some of the things in this. So if you want more of this, what is it, the Monterey Bay Aquarium? They have a Twitch channel for some reason. And they just have cameras trained on their aquariums. It's kind of cool. Nice, easy watching. I'm not pressing the X button occasionally for whatever that does. For the most part, I seem to just be along for the ride here. Which I'm fine with. I do have some amounts of control to... If it wants to show me things, I'll just let it. Why not? It seems like that type of game. It's our shark friend again. Uh-oh. Bottlenose dolphins. If I'm correct. What is that? Ride it. Tell me. A humphead horse? I don't know. Curious looking thing, isn't it? Obviously we want to ride a dolphin though, that's our goal here. It's pretty generous with the latch on there. A common dolphin, okay. As opposed to an uncommon dolphin. Some eels down there. It's the view button to meditate. Ah, okay, the view button is select. And now I can swap around, select different fish. So this is how I get information on the ones that I can't ride. Coral trout. Okay. Assumed all trout were freshwater fish, but Bicolor parrotfish. Used to go to a dentist, and this dentist had a giant aquarium in their lobby. Fantastically maintained and everything. Great fish in it. And sometimes when the fish in it got too big, they actually sent them to the local like professional aquarium. So you could go sometimes and see the fish from the dentist's office at the real aquarium, which was a much more enjoyable experience than the dentist's office, oddly enough. Although not that that dentist was a bad experience. It's quite good. This be gray reef shark. Plenty of eels there too. So that's where we came from. See that there is a way down there that we can go. There's a shell up there. Looks like there's another thing to explore down there. And in that cave there is another drone I saw. Curious what the gameplay time for this will be, given some kind of min-max tendencies that I have with games. Regardless, I expect this to be enjoyable. Pufferfish. Beautiful and deadly. Quite poisonous. Or is it venomous? What's the... I can never remember the difference. More eels. Plenty of eels. Dolphins are following me, too. Very smart creatures, dolphins. Okay, it's just where the pufferfish were. Could this be? I can do little flips. Let's go for it. Another current. Very fast one. Anything in here I can grab onto? No. Up to the side? No. What's that? Killer whales. There's so much to look at. Oh my goodness. It's all stunning too. We've got some air there, huh? Where'd the killer whales go? Is that blood? They killed themselves. Wow, this game got very dark. So seem to have lost our drone from earlier. Couldn't hang with the sea streets, I guess. So here's another one of these things. Ah, there it is. Where'd you go? Where were you? Whatever. That seems bad. I just want to avoid that. Again, same studio director and same music and sound coordinator as Journey, and it definitely shows. Killer whales again. So there's a phenomenon where water with different salinity, salt content, and different temperatures and things like that can actually have a different density. So it is possible to see things like this, maybe not as pronounced as this in the real world, but this is a thing. Want to ride one? Come back here. Orca? Oh, I thought they were killer whales. Okay. Or is that the same thing? I don't know. Interesting. Last time I had 3 drones. This time I only have the 1. I assume the shark will eat it again? And then what happens? Not sure where I would have found another one. So much of this section was on rails. Well. Turtles. There was... saw it somewhere. There it is. It's one of these viewing points here, these statues. Do this again, real quick. Not that we're in a rush, but yellow tang. You can still see us there in the background. It's the bicolor parrotfish again. The red fin butterfly fish. Barracuda. I want to get one of the turtles. Unicorn fish. Yeah, that's interesting. Resemblance is uncanny. Still barracudas. Pufferfish. Skeleton. Why is that one all alone? Okay, it doesn't seem to want to show us any of the turtles. It's quite alright. We can swim down in this. Didn't even try before, did I? It kicked us out immediately. More ancient ruins. It's the shark, or yeah, it's the shark from before. Say gray reef shark. Okay, we saw one of those before. Giant school of fish here. It's another one of those things where we can rest on and take a look at what's around us. So fish do that, actually, to try to save themselves from sharks. So as you can see, obviously, there's quite a lot of sharks here. And fish will do that. They call it, I think it's swarming. And basically they get in a clump like that and move very quickly in an attempt to not all be eaten. And we definitely have cat ears. It's not a bad thing, then. Wow. There's a drone over there. Looks like there might be some puzzling to do here. Let's see what this is. More turtles. Scalloped hammerhead. Or sharks. Something quite large. What is that? Oh. I can't even imagine how heavy that would be. Evidently our cat warrior girl is ripped. It's this timed like I suspect it is. In which case we need to get over to that side quickly. What are these things called? Sunfish, that's right. Okay, I knew that. Just couldn't think of it. Certainly interesting looking. coral and everything reacting to us. Is the other one still going, or maybe it's not timed? It knows what it's doing with this camera, that's for sure. Definitely wants to show you as much as possible. Drone down there. Let's see. Maybe one of those holes. Some sharks or something. Eagle ray. Oh, cool. Marine life sure is colorful. Zebra shark now. Manatees. Very slow though. The one we was with before? No. It's a seashell. I bet this game would be really cool in VR. I also bet you'd get very sick playing this in VR. Scalloped hammerhead. Give me something different. Some fish. It doesn't seem to want to show me the turtles. Cow nose ray. Sounds like that could be a country music star. The way the sun catches them. Alright, what else? Don't see too much else here to interact with. It's hard to tell. So much to see. Lionfish, maybe because of their exquisite mane. something? Or no, okay. It's odd lighting. Bioluminescence. My shark friend again. Better not eat one of my drones. It's weird, I have the same sculpture in my bathroom. Small world. Same size, too. It's quite the impression when you wake up in the middle of the night and use the bathroom. Gets me every time. Music is kind of ominous here. I don't know how to feel about it. Let's take a quick gander around before we go down. Explore more once we've returned color to this area. It's a nice kind of 15 minutes per section, it seems. I don't know how many there are. Did we miss one? Was that just like kind of future-proofing, or what? I don't know. Oh, there's more things in the middle. The shells that we've gathered, some of the creatures. Down at the bottom there, that looked like some steel beams. I kind of suspected that this game would have some sort of messaging in terms of conservation and things like that. I wasn't sure how overt it would be, but we'll see. Again, certainly a worthy cause. The oceans are quite a vital resource and one that we should preserve. I think that goes without saying. If that's an even remotely warm take, I don't know what to say. I don't see one of the statues to hang out on, unless it's this. No? What is this? Ride it and find out. Whale shark. Scary looking mouth. Used to have a vacuum that looked kind of like that. Well, I imagine it didn't do quite as good as water as the whale shark does. You never know, though. I never tested it. Is that called the pools that are like this? like a sprinting pool or something. Where it's a small pool and you kind of stay in it, and the water just keeps you in one place, basically, while you swim. It's supposed to be for, like, strength and conditioning. That's what that kind of looked like. Alright, so you pour water in the water. That does a thing, alright. And there's me, sans cat ears. Disappointed I didn't get that right in the picture. There's the Stargate, of course. It's me riding on top of it, ghost riding the whip, as you do. That shark's gonna be in here. And it's gonna eat one of my drones. Maybe not. I thought for sure. It still has a chance to. Let's meditate before we turn the lights on. Achilles surgeonfish. I wouldn't want a fish to operate on my Achilles. Although, I don't know, maybe they're not that bad. Green moray eels? Remora. Got a goofy looking head, look at that. Land a helicopter on that. Blue streak Ross? I still don't know how to say that. Not that I had any opportunity to look it up and try anchovy, which is the little tiny one in the middle there. Anchovies are usually found in little cans. Sometimes you put them on pizza when you want even more salt in your diet. Not half bad though. In very small doses. It's, portion control is a must for those. But if you do it right, that's some good ones. It's one of our Stargates. It's been crashed it while they were ghost riding it. Here's the big one. Keep forgetting boost is the thing. Oh, like super boost. I guess I just button mashed to get that? I'm not entirely sure how I did that. Could be useful for some of the wide open segments here. All right. Swim down, swim down. Or coral. What is that? It's huge. Let's ride it. I have limited camera control right now, and I'm not controlling my character's movements at all. Oh my goodness. Obviously, there wasn't much that needed to be said during that, so. An absolutely perfect use of the large whales in the sort of abyss kind of section. As we were swimming down, I don't know if you noticed that the little bit that you could see it off to the side, there wasn't much going on, which is one of the things that terrifies me about the ocean. It's gigantic, and there's not a lot of things in it. You know, the first couple levels where we saw all of the gorgeous scenery and the tons of fish and all that, that's mostly only in coastal areas. The vast majority of the ocean is empty. Well, relatively empty. Obviously there is still sea life, such as these anglerfish, goblin sharks, things like that. Cuttlefish, as that is. But yeah, large portions of it are empty. And that's scary. In the void. The crushing void, surrounded by infinite tons of water. Alright, so... more anglerfish. I suppose that's also why space is sort of scary. Space is a little bit harder to get to, though. Less of a concern. The odds of me sort of randomly winding up in space and having to deal with the terror that is that void are significantly less than the odds of me winding up in the ocean. Especially as an international band, do travel at times, not current times, but obvious reasons. Of course, some travel requires going over oceans. The silver lining is that most of those methods of travel, if something were to go wrong... Oops. Like that. Be over so fast you wouldn't have time to be scared about the ocean. Much bigger and more immediate concerns. So it's easy to put out of your mind. Where did he come from? So that light off to the right is not centered on there. What's that? The salt when I was about to hit the button. Obviously there's the horseshoe crabs there, but what in the world are you? This cave is made of explosions. The kind of odd thing about this shell. I was going to say, just yesterday, while I was enjoying a day of not streaming or doing any content, I was watching some other streams, including someone talk about building an aquarium. Just totally on a whim, unrelated to this. I'd been planning this for quite a while. Just happened to work out that way. It's a nice distraction and worked out so well. Figured why not. Didn't understand most of what they were talking about, but still interesting. And they were certainly enthusiastic about it. Always have to admire that. Giant squids. And a shell. But yeah, it's amazing what enthusiasm can do for a topic. Again, even one I was not interested in, still listened. Found it enjoyable. I say as I dryly talk over this game. But no, as I mentioned, there's not a whole lot to really say here. This is just a take in the ambiance sort of game. This isn't really a suitable streaming game, if I'm completely honest. It's moon jellyfish. Hatchet fish. Yes, there's a lot of those, I get it. There we go. I can't see what it's called because an achievement popped up. Black scabbard fish. Okay. Achievement was called food chain. I assume because I zoomed in on it right as it was eating. Flabby whalefish. It's an anglerfish. Boy, aren't you just terrifying looking. Marine biologists get to have a lot of fun because they get to come up with names for all these things. Like the flabby whalefish. What a job. Now, of course they do actual serious hard work and requires years of rigorous study. Not that I know anything about that. I'm in a rock band. Play video games on the internet. Neither of those things pays quite as well as being a marine biologist probably does that. Wonder why. So yeah, there is no extra little shrine or whatever down here. There was only ever the 4. Really an hour in, I don't know. I thought this would be significantly longer, but maybe there is more stuff. Maybe I'm just not taking in as much as I should. More bits of metal, broken stargates down there. Sounds a bit like ice cracking. Terrifying noise, depending on where you are in relation to it. I thought it crashed for a second. It hung just a moment. Can I ride the squid? Can I ride? I cannot. Oh, whoop. I can. Achievement is called Kraken. I can't see what the name of this thing is. That's where it came from, yeah. One place to go, then. Not find any drones this level. Wonder if that might be problematic. Oh! This is quite a large one. Again, here in the void. Nothing above or below. Bits of metal floating around. I'm sure this is safe. My cat person diver has almost certainly gotten a tetanus shot, right? Sure hope so. Find out. That's what the rest of the game is. It's just dealing with Lockjaw. What a twist. I might have made that joke a little too soon. What is this? Yes, go in there. What's that? It's the drones. Okay. That's where they're made. Where the triangles are made. Not sure what those are. This is something I want. It's me. Well, my cat person glory appear to be made of metal. Guess that's why I don't need oxygen. Back, back. What was that? What was that? Yeah, it's just a light. Okay. Doesn't make sense that there'd be, she said, seashells down here. Oh my goodness. Apparently it doesn't even have to be part of the tongue twister to be difficult to say for me. How embarrassing. Oh! Zoom right in on my butt. I'm sure it's fine. Straight down the middle. Ooh. sort of stuck in a chain reaction now. Thankfully, explosions don't seem to affect me very much. Sort of shrug it off and keep going. This is why Elon wants the cat girls so much. I'm sure that's the only reason. It's impervious to explosions from triangular undersea mines. Boss battle. Destroyed my wetsuit. You can see my skeleton. My robotic cat person. Is this suggesting that this ocean is not real? Is this debris here, or is the wall of this cave made of that? It's hard to tell. Don't die, shark, bro. Will avenge you. It's kind of eerie being able to see through my person here. Over there. Over there, there. Nope, go up. So we going through the story of evolution. Is that what this is? Come up on dry land now. Oh my goodness. See more chains. There's clearly something behind that door. Some more of these little holes in the ground, too. I wasn't even going to attempt to pronounce that. I know when I'm beat. Just like with Hollow Knight the other day. I am going to finish that off stream. Just requires a little bit more freshness, I don't know, than I had at the time. Celebeartion. Okay. Neat looking, whatever it was. There's chains here. What's that? The other thing was near where we came in at. But there was a door. Sealed door. I suspect now that we have the ability to get out of the water, that might play into it. Nope, stay. Achievement unlocked. Breach. We did it! The eyes on those dolphins. Somewhat unnerving. I guess us being a robot explains why we're strong enough to do that. So it's not catgirl strength, it's robot strength. Kinda disappointed. There was some stairs over here. Let's see what's up here. Shell. It's good. I hadn't seen one in a while. I was kind of wondering about that. See what some of these fish are. Might as well. Tiktaalik. Oh, Dolchorid Chinops? That wasn't a dolphin, and they do have creepy eyes like that. Is the Celebeartion again? Oh, saw in its mouth. How unsettling. This one's just made up. There's no way. I wonder if that's maybe some sort of extinct fish. That's why it only has the scientific name. Oh! Jerk. I was looking at that. I can't seem to do the super boost thing anymore. It's just like a one-time thing. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong? I don't know. Giant sea turtles. I'm gonna ride you, but I think it's gonna be pointless. Can I? Okay. Archelion. Archelion? Ugh. Tell what I didn't major in. Let's go over here. It seems important. Bathroom has these same tiles. Not cheap. Totally worth it. Oh, am I gonna Superman jump to this? It's, oh my goodness. Hold up, I want to take in this view for a second. So yeah, we came in from down there. Just gotta get a running start here. That's key. Want to make this jump. Right? There's the Loch Ness Monster down there to the left. I don't see that. Yeah, more than statues. Like I said. Got a couple of those. Very expensive to hire movers when you have things like that. Dacosaurus. Yeah, this is for sure, like, extinct fish at this point. We're into primordial things. I'm probably wrong, but that's the impression that I get. There's the Loch Ness Monster over there again. I want to catch up to it and ride it. A couple of them. Don't you run away from me. Elas Masar. That's not a real thing. He's not anymore. There's no way. Dunculosteus. Yeah, these even look kind of like prehistoric fish. Yeah. Armored and stuff. It's over here. Pictures of shells. But no actual shells. believe those are called nautilus shells. Could be wrong. Game is relaxing, though. I'll give it that. Sleep well tonight. Which is good, I could use it. What the heck? Gar. Nice and simple. I need more like that. But I can say that one. Ichthyosaurus. Ugh. Science, please. Geosaurus. There's another one. That's easy. It's that little red one. Anomalcaris? Again, I have doubts that this is a real thing. Well, it's still a real thing. Obviously, it was a real thing at some point. Imagine if the local swimming club had murals like this. Got out very awkwardly there. Wanted to be sure not to give any good camera angles in my butt. Thought I have much of one. Not quite Hank Hill levels of, nothing, but we're approaching that. Understandable, though, you wouldn't want to detract from all of this nautical beauty with, I was trying to think of something clever to kind of, not quite rhyme with that, but sort of match it, and, I don't know. Didn't work out. Hello. I got an achievement for doing that. Oh. Hit X when I get close to the big schools of fish. Evidently, that's a good thing. Gosh, this game is just gorgeous. See chains off to the side here. Hey. Yeah, just absolutely stunning. This game took 3 years to make, by the way. Small dev team. Was it about a dozen people, I think? I suspect more than a little bit of that was doing some substantial research. But again, the texture work and everything else, it's nothing special. Boy, does it work, though. Still spooky down there. Just gonna ignore that again. Now we got a clothes bag. So we're going this way now. It's a surprise bullet hell segment. Pop out and there's gonna be fighter jets. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Let's just hitch a ride. Take this all in. I have control over this, by the way. This is me moving this. Yeah, to say this is stunning would be an understatement. Wow. Just the colors, the score. It didn't seem to want to let me go that way, I don't know why. Same sea creatures that we rescued before. It's always a fun debate as to whether video games can be considered art. And this game is an interesting example of that, because this game is certainly trying to be art. Obviously, it's just blatantly obvious. There's no other word for it. The question is, could you experience this in another medium? For example, if this was a movie, would this elicit the same response? Would it have the same artistic merit? And I think that's the thing to kind of consider in that argument. I always point to Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons as sort of my example as video games as art. You know what that story is going to be as soon as the game starts. It doesn't try to hide it from you. You know what's going to happen in it. I won't spoil it, but you know. The thing that makes it art is how it's experienced, specifically the control aspect of the game. That story has been told in other mediums, you can experience in other mediums, but the way you experience it in that game is what elevates it. So the question for this is, could you experience this? Or does this gain from me holding the controller right now? We'll see how this ends before I answer that. I think the answer is yes. Obviously, I have control here again. Significantly shorter than I was led to believe. Though admittedly, we did kind of just go quickly through some segments. I will take a good short game any day over one that's just padding for time and content. Yeah, I enjoyed this thoroughly. And again, I'm not even the target audience for this. This is someone who knows significantly more about the ocean, marine life, and things like that would get much more enjoyment out of this for sure. Can absolutely appreciate it for what it is and what it's doing. Obviously, gushed over it quite a bit throughout. Again, no idea why this was in my Steam library. Glad it was, though. So yeah, the actual dev studio for this game is very small. All these names you're seeing now is the publisher, 505 Games. Unreal Engine 4, I was wrong. I thought it was 3. But yeah, it's an interesting fringe case. Because you could get the enjoyment and the experience out of this by just watching it. Again, I definitely missed some things and went fairly fast through some of the segments. I didn't spend as much time looking at stuff as I could have. But the overarching story and the exploration elements and all that, they're still there. But yeah, to get more enjoyment out of this is something you could play. So I believe, yeah, it qualifies as video games as art. You can see why this was nominated for a BAFTA. Still not entirely sure where the 3-hour mark came from. A lot of the Steam reviews and the How Long to Beat or whatever that website is had it like 3 to 4 hours. Should have checked what the speedruns were. Gone for the world record. Submitted my PB. See if there's anything new in the menu. Nope. That was it. So 4 chapters of stuff we did. Spooky one. The ruins, and that was just gorgeous. Oh my goodness. When the camera opened up there, oof. Oh, I missed some of the meditation shrines. Okay. That's neat, though, that you can just pick them and take a look around again. No new options or anything. But yeah, this was Abzu. Like I said, I didn't expect it to be this long. I was ready to go. I had a hearty dinner, so we'd go 3 or 4 hours if we needed to. Don't say no to finishing early though. Yeah, this is excellent. I'm really not sure what else to say, but swap on over here. Well, whether you were here live or you watched this VOD in the future, we hope you enjoyed, and we certainly appreciate the viewership. Stay tuned for the rest of the week and for the ongoing future for more content. I don't know how often we'll do sort of artsy games like this. Obviously, I've done a couple at this point. Kind of more relaxed experiences rather than, you know, running and gunning in action and things like that. But yeah, I like these, even if other people don't. I'm always happy to play things like this. So again, we hope you enjoyed. Certainly do appreciate it. And have a good one.